Hello students, we are discussing here the chapter number 9 of the class 6. The name of the chapters, the living organism and their surrounding. Living organism and their surrounding. So in this chapter we will be discuss the both living things and what are the meaning of their surrounding. So firstly we start from the living things or living organism. You know that we generally classify the all the things into the two groups. We are classifying all the things into the two groups. One is the living things and second one is the non-living things. So yes, we are classify them on the basis of some characteristics. And what are those characteristics? I hope you all know that. Living things require the food because they survive. They have their life. They require the they require the food, water, and air. So all those things which is required the food, water, and airs for their survival, that will become under the living things. When we talk about the non-living things, yes, they do not require any of these. They do not require the food, they do not require the water, they do not require the airs. They will be known as the non-living things. If I give you, yes, I hope you all know the example of the living things. Living things, yes, they will require the food like the dog, cat, okay, cat, dog, human, mosquito, ants, or and the plants. I'm writing here, yes. So in the short, all the plants and all the animals, they will be known as the living things because both are required. All the plants, all the animals, they require the food, water, and air. So that's why we are calling them the living organism. But other substance like the soil, like the water, like the rock, like the clouds, they will be rock, soil, clouds, okay. So they will be generally known as the non-living things because they do not require any of these food, water, and air. So I hope you get the meaning of it. And if I ask you what where you live, so definitely there you live in your surrounding, you also find some living things as well as the non-living things, okay. If I ask you living things around us, living things around us. So what kind of the living things we seen in our surrounding? Definitely you have seen the dogs in your surrounding, the surrounding in your house, dog, cat, okay, and like there are so many animals like the lizards, mosquitoes, and ants. So these are the animals which we seen in our surrounding. Everyone's has seen, and they are so like the plants. We can also write here. Plant is also the living thing. So I'm writing here. Plant is also live in our surrounding. Now, students, I hope you get the meaning of it. How we classify the things in the living organism and non-living organism. And one thing you have to remember is the organism. Organism is a term which we use for the living things. So for the living things, we call them the organism. Organism also known as the living things, meaning if we are talking about the organism, so we are talking about the plants and the animals. अगर हम organisms को use कर रहे हैं तो या तो हम plants या animals की बात कर रहे हैं. Now students, we will be discuss here some characteristics of the living things. Characteristics of the living things. Characteristics of living things. How we will be identify and what kind of the features in the living things we will be discuss here. So I'm writing here some characteristics. First characteristics here, living things need the food. They need food, air, and waters. So you all know that food, air, and the waters, they all need of it. We are talking about, yes, the plants and the animals because they are the living things. So all the plants, all the animals, they require the food, air, and waters because yes, food give them the energy for the survive to the survive. Now the second characteristics you will be see, yes, they can grow. I'm writing here, they can grow. Grow means, yes, in the startings, yes, I think you have seen in the startings they start their life from the small. For the plants life is begun from the seed is the very small in the size, and after when we will be sown it into the soils, the seed will be start to grow in the small plants, and then after it will become the very long plant. So a kind of the growth we are observing in the plants. And similarly in animals, they also grow. दे स्टार्ट दियर लाइफ फ्रॉम द स्मॉल साइज, स्मॉल स्ट्रक्चर्स. जैसे देखा होगा बेबी बहुत छोटे होते हैं, तो कोई भी एनिमल्स हुआ उसकी लाइफ बहुत स्मॉल स्ट्रक्चर्स यानी कि स्मॉल साइज से स्टार्ट होती है, एंड देन आफ्टर दे स्टार्ट टू ग्रोथ. सो धीरे धीरे वो काफी ज्यादा ग्रो करते हैं. सो ग्रो इज द अनदर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. इफ एनीथिंग इज ग्रोइंग, then we can say yes, this is the characteristic of the living organism. Now students, we will move on the third characteristics of the living organism, and that is known, the living things move them by self. Move them by self. So they can move by themselves. I am writing here, so they can move by themselves. So we are talking about the both animals and the plants. So you all will be say that the animals can be moved from the one place to another place because they have a, yes, they have a legs. Birds can move because they have a wings. So all the animals can be moved from one place to another place. But when we talk about the plants, plant is also moved from one place to another place. Yes, we will be see here, plants does not move because they just fix a positions, they stay at the fixed position. But their parts, like the branches, like the stems, they can be moved towards the one particular direction. So on that basis we can say the plants move by themselves. For example, suppose this is the dark room, I just grow here a small plants. This is the very small plants and I just put it in the dark room, and I just make a ventilators here. यहाँ पर मैंने वेंटिलेटर्स यूज किया, ओके, एंड आई एम जस्ट गिविंग द सनलाइट फ्रॉम दिस डायरेक्शन टू दिस प्लांट. So this plant is getting the sunlight from only this direction. So what will be happen? Plants require the sunlight to grow, so they will be get the sunlight from this direction. So after few days we will be observe the branch of the plants will be start to grow in that directions. So on that basis we can say the plants has also a kind of the movement. They also move, their branches, their stems can also move. So we can say they also move by themselves. Okay, now we will be discuss the fourth characteristics. Now here we will be discuss the fourth characteristic of the living organism. The fourth characteristics, yes, they respond to stimuli. Respond they respond to stimuli. So if you will be see here, so a terms is using here the stimuli. What are the meaning of the stimuli? If you know, just yes, it's a good things. Stimuli is a kind of the change. If any change is happen in the surrounding of the living organism, I'm repeating again. If any kind of the change is happen in the surrounding of the living organisms, they respond to it. Suppose yes, if we are living in a bright rooms and suddenly light is gone, so what will be happens? We will not be able to see. Or in the other case, if we are entering from the dark room to the bright room, so our eyes will not be able to open properly. So this is kind of the response. If our hand touch with any hot object, so definitely we will be pull out. So what are these? This is the kind of the response. If any changes happen in our surrounding, we definitely respond to it. In the winter we need the clothes. So in the animals, you all have seen the animals always respond to stimuli. If any kind of the change will be happens, they will be respond to it. But in the case of the plants, plant is also respond to stimuli. Yes, if I give you some example, like the sunflower, you all know that the sunflower is will be grow or it will be open its petal only in the sunlight. When sunlight will be fall on the flower, then the sunflower's petal will be open. When we talk about the moonflower is also give a kind of the response in the moon time. So definitely, yes, moonflower's petal will be open during the moon, during the night. So this is a kind of the response. During the sunlight, they will be get the, yes, they will be stimuli. This is definitely sunlight is a kind of the stimuli, so they will be respond. For the moonflower, moon is the stimuli, so they will be respond to it. And another example if I give you, like the mimosa plant, mimosa यानी कि जिसको हम छुई मुई बोलते हैं. So when we will touch the leaves of the mimosa plants, what will be happen? Suppose करो ये leaves हैं कुछ, so leaves क्या होंगी इसकी, mimosa की close हो जाएंगी. So they will be close. Why? Because they also respond to this stimuli. When we will be touch it, then they will be respond to it. So on that passage we can say plant is also respond to the stimuli. They also respond to the changes. I hope you get the meaning of it. Now the fifth characteristics we will be discussing here, the living organisms things respires. I'm writing here is living things, they respire. Respire or respirations, it is observed on the only living things. Respire, definitely they require the energy. If they require the energy, so definitely energy they get from the food and the air. So you have to remember, energy is getting for a living organism or living things. They will get it from the food and the air. And air, yes, during the breathing, during the respirations, they get the air. So I hope you get the meaning of it. All the plants, all the animals, they require the energy, and they get the energy from food substance and the air. Air they get from the breathing, and food they get by themselves. Now students, the another characteristics, the six characteristics I'm writing here in the living organism, they things excrete. I am writing here they excrete. Excrete means, yes, if they will be eat the food substance, so definitely all the waste materials they will be removed from their body. So removal of the waste product, I am writing here the removal of waste from their body, that will be the another characteristics of the living organism, and this is known as the excrete. So you all know that all the animals excrete, but if I ask you all the plants is excrete, how the plant is excrete? You have seen after a certain seasons the plants is start to lose their leaves, that is known as the, yes, autumn seasons. So during the autumn seasons what is happening, they release or they will be shedded their leaves. Okay, after some times the color of the leaves will be changed. They generally complete into the yellow color from the green colors, and they start to fall on that seasons. This is just before the winter seasons. Okay, so they also excrete. It is a kind of the excrete. It is a waste materials for the plants, so it will be just loose from their branches. I hope you get the meaning of it, students. Now students, we will be discuss the another characteristics. The another characteristics of the living things I'm writing here. Yes, they can reproduce. They can reproduce. So yes, reproduce means they can give to the birth to their new organism or new species. In the animals we have seen some animals give the birth to their child, and some animals give the eggs. Through the eggs, yes, they also give the birth to their child. So definitely the reproduce or reproductions means to just give the birth to the new species, that will be known the animal, that is known the reproductions or reproduce. So in the animals we all have seen, and plant is also reproduce. They give, or we can say the new plants can be grow from the seeds. So we can say seed is a kind of the reproductive parts or for the plants. So some plants can be grow from the seeds, some plants can be grow from the stems. So definitely, yes, they also grow their organism or their species. Okay, so that is a known, that is will be known the reproductions or reproduce. Now students, the another characteristics of the living organisms, they have a definite life spans. I am writing here they have a definite life spans. सो यस, ऐसा नहीं होता कि एक बार वो बर्थ लेने के बाद वो कंटिन्यूअसली ग्रो करेंगे या वो लॉन्ग टाइम तक. डेफिनेटली दे हैव ए डेफिनेट लाइफ स्पेंस. उनकी एक लाइफ स्पेंस यानी कि लाइफ की एक लिमिट होती है. आफ्टर सर्टेन एज दे विल बी डाइड. यू नो दैट द ह्यूमंस हैज ए एवरेज life span is around 60 to 70 years. Okay, so they are, every animals has a certain life period. They have a certain life spans, that will be known the life spans of this particular animals. So you can find what are the life spans for the dog. You will be find the dog has a almost 12 to 15 years life spans. And similarly you will be find, you will be search by yourself what are the life spans of the lion, what are the life spans of the elephant, what are the life spans of the some other animals you can find here. Okay, I'm just writing here the highest lifespans of the animals is the turtle. Turtle, you have to remember, it has the longest lifespans on this earth, more than the 100 years. I'm writing here turtles lives in the earth more than the 100 years. So I hope you get the meaning of it. These are the different characteristics of the living organisms. And yes, in the next class we will be discuss what are the meaning of the surrounding.